Hello IT Pros and welcome back to my IT workshop. So in this video I'm going to show you how to mirror the hard drives on your computer so you have a backup of your files. This process is also known as RAID 1 or, as mentioned a few seconds ago, mirror. So for this end I'm going to use my desktop computer because I have more space on it, physical space, and this computer only has one physical hard drive. But now I'm going to add two extra hard drives, mechanical ones. Each one of these hard drives is 1 terabyte in size, but it can be more, it can be less. It doesn't make a difference. The process is going to be the same. And they don't have to be mechanical ones. They can be SSD depending what you have. After we have installed them using Windows tools, we are going to combine them together. We're going to fuse them to create a new hard drive. So this hard drive is going to be the same size, 1 terabyte. Windows is going to see it as only one, but this new hard drive is going to be more resilient, let's put it that way, to damage. So after that, we are going to add files to this new hard drive. We're going to add documents, we're going to add pictures, we're going to add videos. After that, we're going to do a few more things, but in a nutshell, that's what we are going to do in this video. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, here we are in the computer. I'm going to open the case, and this is a computer I have built it myself. It's not the LHP or anything, so I'm going to show you around. So this is the fan for the processor. This time is AMD. I have the video card, and I have the power supply over here. I'm going to show you a little so you can see it there. Then we have the RAM modules. I have 16 gigabytes, but this motherboard can support up to 128 if I remember correctly. I'm going to leave the link in the description below for all the components down. And this is the only SSD that this computer has. This is where the operating system is installed. It's an NVMe SSD. And you can see here are the SATA ports. At the moment I have two. I'm going to explain in a little more. Then on this part on the top right, you have where the CD DVD goes, and here in the middle are some trays for SSDs. As you can see, we have 3 there, but I believe we can attach more than 3. I'm just showing you how to do it. This is an SSD SanDisk that is not working, so that's how you would place it in this case, in this physical case. Okay, and well, that I just wanted to show you how to do it. As you know, we are going to use bigger hard drives, kind of the old ones, if you want, the mechanical ones. It's not that they are old, they are still around, but they were kind of the first. And you get me, you get the idea. So we have 3 trays for this, and it's the same way. You take out the tray, and you have, and here's where you are going to place the hard drive. Here's where I'm going to place the hard drive. Now I'm going to bring the hard drive. This is a Western Digital. Again, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. This one is 1 terabyte, but it can be any size. And this one is Western Digital Red. As you can see there, it says NAS, Network Attached Storage Hard Drive. So this is more for storage. This is a little more expensive. The regular ones that everybody might use is either with the blue label or the black label. Again, I'm going to leave the link in the description below so you can see it or you are interested in them. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the other one. So here I have the 2 extra hard drives, mechanical hard drives that I'm going to add to this desktop computer so we can mirror the data on these 2. So we can create a RAID 1 array with these 2 hard drives. So the way you put it is, as you can see, it has this kind of pins on the sides, and the hard drive has some small holes, so they fit together, and you can place them on this space like I'm doing it right now. So all my cables are in the back. As you can see, I did a little of cable management, and that way it doesn't look so messy. So these 2 are the 2 SATA cables. Not SATA. Yeah, they are SATA. The 2 SATA cables that you can see here. These are the other part of this, the other part of the cable. So these are going to be connected to the physical hard drives, and these 2 are the power that is coming from the power supply. So we are going to connect them. I'm going to, as you can see here, here's the SATA port and the SATA connector for the cables, for the SATA cable and for the power. As I mentioned before, the cables go below this plate so it doesn't look so messy. And the only thing I have to do now, I'm going to configure them, and I'm going to be with you in a few more seconds or weeks. Anyway, welcome back. So I have already connected the two hard drives, as you can see here. They are connected now to the motherboard using the SATA cables and the power, and they have power now from the power supply. So the way we're going to do, something we're going to do next is we're going to disconnect once it is configured to see what happens. I can't disconnect any one of these. It's not going to make any difference. You're going to see it when we are configuring the rate on Windows in a few more seconds. So I'm going to start Windows. I'm going to log in to my session, and we're going to continue with the video. Hello, one more time. So here we are on Windows. Now what we are going to do is I'm going to open, as always when I use computer, a CMD using administrative rights. So, well, you cannot see it very well apparently, so I'm going to move it a little. There you go. The command is system info, and then you press enter, and it's going to give you a lot of information about this computer, like the name, the Microsoft, what version of Microsoft, and all that. And if you see the system, the processor, it says AMD 64. So this is, I show you an AMD processor when we're looking at the motherboard. The BIOS version came out a few months ago in 2019, so we don't need to update the BIOS. By the way, if you want to know how to, this motherboard is an Asus. If you want to know how to update an Asus motherboard, you can click on the top right of this screen. I have a video for that. Now, next, I'm going to open another application that I haven't used in a while. It's called CPU-Z. And this one gives you a lot of information about your computer. It's a software. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. It's a free software. And it's going to tell you, for example, the name of the processor. Then it's going to show you the motherboard. Like I mentioned, it's an Asus. The exact model, the version, the BIOS that we have seen a few seconds ago. The memory is 16 gigabytes, as I mentioned. Then the graphics, it's an NVIDIA GeForce. There is the model. So we can see a lot of things. So that's a way I have for you to prove that this is the same computer. This one has 8 cores and 16 threads. So we can do a lot of virtual machines on this computer. So another thing I'm going to show you is this PC. So you can see this is the NVMe SSD that I show you, the only hard drive, and the others are the ones we have just connected. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to open this computer management. So you type computer management and you're going to see this. Then you select, I believe, hard drive, disk management, and you can see this. So what we are seeing right now, as you can see here, disk 0 is unallocated. You can see 1 terabyte, and the one in the bottom is 500 gigabytes, which is where Windows is installed. So the only hard drive that is on this computer. Well, right now we have 3, but the original one, let's put it that way. Next, what we are going to do is on the 2 hard drives that we have installed, why one is black and the other is blue. So one is formatted already. I took a screenshot a few seconds ago before recording the video, and you can see both were the same way. So what I did is I delete the partitions that I'm going to do right now. So you just right click on one of the partitions and you put delete volume. You choose delete volume and it's going to delete it for you after a few seconds. So I'm going to do the same for the rest of the partitions that the disk 1 has. And now we have it the same way. So both are unallocated. They are online, as you can see on the left. And the next step, like I mentioned, it's better if both are the same way. Now I'm trying to fit it better on the screen, but I'm going to fail miserably. Excuse me, so I'm going to just give up. So these 2 are the same size. If they are not the same size, it's a little more problematic, but you can still do it. But it's better if both are the same size. So as you can see here, I don't see the other partitions that I was able to see a few seconds ago. And now I'm going to right click on any of them and I'm going to choose new mirror volume. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to show me the wizard. We go next, and here I'm going to choose, we have both selected disk 0, but we need 2 for a mirror partition, for a mirror volume, for a RAID 1, we need 2 hard drives. Physical hard, well, 2, actually you need 2 volumes, but with 2 it's going to be the same disk, so that's why I recommend 2 physical different hard drives. So I'm going to put add because we need to, and then I'm going to go next. So here there's not much to do. You need to have 2 and selected, otherwise you cannot do a mirror array. So now I'm going to choose the letter. You can choose anyone you want. By the way, this is going to fail. You're going to see it, but I'm just showing the process. NTFS is okay, is Windows proprietary, and you can name the volume. So I'm just going to name it Fusion for some reason. Now I'm just going to click select quick. I don't know what it was. But now it's telling me the operation you selected will convert the basic disk into Dynamics. So the thing with the Dynamics is you cannot install an operating system on them. So that's okay because I'm not going to do it. I already have an operating system in another hard drive. So it's telling me that this couldn't work because apparently I don't have much space, which doesn't make any sense. And as you can see, the hard drive has been converted to dynamic. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to do it one more time. So I go to new mirror volume, come on, and I'm going to do the exact same process. I'm going to choose it, I'm going to click add. Now you can see it, we have both. Next, I'm going to choose any letter now, doesn't make a difference. And then I'm not going to name the volume. Then I'm going to select that option that I cannot read what it was, but it works. Now, as you can see, the process was quick. Now you can see that the color has changed to kind of red, and they are now in RAID 1 or mirror array. So if you go to my PC or this PC, if you don't see it, the new volume L, you can click refresh, and as you can see, this one is empty. So we have created a mirror array, a mirror disk. Now I'm going to go to my photos because I have some files there. As you can see, my IT workshop, doc 2 ideas for videos. As you can see, it's blank because I don't have any ideas for these videos. And I have this in this executable file. I have a picture from a hamburger I made many years ago. And I have a video for this is one of my first videos where it's about checking a faulty power supply. So if you're interested in this video, I'm going to leave the link in the description below. So all these I'm going to just copy and copy to the new L partition, which is 2 hard drives in one. And I'm going to put some information, some data on this new volume, on this new partition. Now, as you can see here, everything is working. I have the picture. Well, I didn't do much. I just copy pasted, so nothing new here. And now, well, as you can see here, that's all I have here. We have the RAID 1 configure or the mirror partition. Okay, so 2 hard drives are being seen as one. So I don't have anything else to do here for the moment. I'm going to just shut down the computer with the command that I'm going to type here. Then after the computer is shut down, I'm going to disconnect one of the hard drives and see what happens. So I'll see you in a few seconds. Welcome back for the 3rd time, I think. So here we are back in the motherboard. You can see the 2 hard drives, and I'm going to disconnect one at random. It doesn't really make a difference. This is to simulate that one of the hard drives has failed after you have your backup, after you have your RAID 1 or mirror array. So I have disconnected the one on the top, if you are looking from above. And you could do it the other way. I mean, the point is that you don't have to do it. This is a simulation, what happens if the hard drive gets damaged. So now I don't have anything else to do. I'm going to start the computer and I'll see you in Windows. So again, welcome back. Now I am back in Windows, and now we are going to go to this PC, and the partition is still there. You're going to open it. Well, first, let's go to computer management and disk management. As you can see here, some things have changed. You can see fail redundancy because it's true we have disconnected one of the hard drives. And well, this is the hard drive where Windows installed. We don't have to do anything there. And as you can see here, it says missing. So of course the hard drive is missing. We have disconnected, physically disconnected the hard drive. Now it says failed redundancy. Okay, we know we are seeing a consequence of a disconnected hard drive or a failed hard drive. Well, I don't know why I spent so much time here. It says dynamic, it's missing. Yeah, we can get that. And now we are going to see the we're going to go to my PC to see the hard drive. So refresh, and we're going to see the volume. So you can see it's still working. We still have the files, we still can see them, we still have access to them. Now I'm opening all of them, well, except for the executable one, and you can see the video, it's working. So there are really no problems. So it worked. I'm demonstrating here that if one of the hard drive fails, which it did, is I still can have access to my files, to my folders, to my videos. So your data is backed up. So that's a good thing. That way, if something happens to your computer, one of your hard drives fails, you still have your data. It's backed up locally. Now, I don't have anything else to do. Well, but for now, I'm going to shut down the computer one more time, and we're going to connect the SATA cable back to the hard drive. So this is to simulate that that we have replaced the hard drive. So for this, I didn't show you the motherboard again because it's only connected back, not big issue. Now we are back in Windows after a shutdown. We go to computer management, we go to disk management, and the computer is connected. I mean, the hard drive is connected back, but we are still seeing dynamic missing. So what I should have done in the last part was, but I wanted to show you everything complete. Now, because if the mirror array is not working, I mean, you cannot see it here, you still have your files as you have seen. Again, I have everything here. I'm going to open the video, everything, nothing has changed other than the fact that the hard drive is physically connected again. So what you have to do, let's imagine that the hard drive I have connected is a new one, so to replace it. So I'm going to right click on the one that says online, fail redundancy, and remove mirror. So it's telling me, you can see the message, and it's giving me two options, disk 0 and the other that is missing. If you try to remove disk 0, the one that is working, it's not going to allow you. So as you can see here, I'm going to try that, remove mirror, and you cannot do it. It cannot be removed. So what you have to do is remove the other one, the one that is missing. So we choose now missing, and we're going to go to remove disk. Now it has changed color because blue is for basic disk and kind of yellowish is for dynamic. Now, as you can see here, I don't see the other disk, and we have seen that we still have access to our files. So it says foreign, and we're going to go to convert to basic disk. Now we go yes, and you can see it again with the black label. So that is telling us that this disk is ready to be joined to our RAID, to our mirrored array. So we go new simple volume. We don't have to do that, I'm sorry. We have to go to add mirror. So it's going to give us the only option available, which is disk 1. We choose that one, add a member, and it's going to tell us the same warning that we cannot install operating system on a dynamic partition, which is okay. So this is going to take a few more time depending how old your hard drive is and how much data, because what is happening behind the scenes is that all the files are being copied, are being synced to this new hard drive. So again, I'm checking all my files. I still have access to them even though it still says syncing. This is going to take some minutes, maybe, depending again how big your hard drive is. So this was a long video. This is what I wanted to show you today, guys, a way that you can back your files up locally on your computer, on your desktop computer. This might not work for you can do it on a laptop if the laptop allows you to have 2 hard drives, which normally the gaming laptops gives you that option. But it's going to be a little more complicated in my opinion. So that's what I wanted to show you in this video, guys, a way you can back up your files locally. But as I always say, 2 is 1, 1 is 0. What I mean by that, when you have this shouldn't be the only backup that you have on your computer. You should also back your data, the most important data, on the cloud, whether it is Google Drive, whether it is Microsoft OneDrive, Amazon Drive, or what's the other, Dropbox, or any other service that offers you backups on the cloud. Okay, but this is a way to do it locally. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if this is your first time in the channel, consider looking around. Maybe you're going to find a video that is useful to you. So thank you very much again, and I'll see you in the next video.